Hey guys, welcome to Wine on the Move. I'm Saqib, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing one of the best value field watches around the $500 range, the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as it will help the channel grow, and also hit the bell icon so that you're notified when I drop the next video. Before I get into unboxing and reviewing this watch, let me give you guys a brief backstory of the watch. When you look at American military watches, they were made according to a set of old government specifications which were set by the Army Ordnance Department and given to the major watchmakers in the 1940s. The specifications included a hackable movement, tough crystal, center sweeping seconds, and a one-piece strap. It needed to be able to take a beating and simply do one other thing well: tell the time. Hamilton produced such watches for the Allied forces during the World War II. In the 60s, the government updated to the MIL-W-3818B specification. In addition to the previous specification, now the watches needed to be a bit larger, serving a practical purpose of better legibility. This Khaki Field Mechanical's design is based on the 60s era design. Of course, the 60s design did not have the Hamilton logo under the 12 o'clock, and also it was a 34mm, while this one is a 38mm. Of course, this modern iteration is not an issued watch, and therefore it is not bound by the government-mandated design restrictions. My motivations behind this purchase were that I was looking for a hand-wound field watch, and I'm also a bit of a history buff and love to read about World War II. And this watch definitely gives me those 40s field watch vibes. So let's turn the camera and start unboxing and get to the review. The box for this watch is a bit underwhelming, but we can look past that as the watch costs about 550 Singapore dollars. And I definitely prefer the cost of it to be spent mostly on the watch. Once we open this cardboard-like outer box, we see the inner box, which is also a kind of thicker cardboard-like material. In the section below, we have the instructions manual and the warranty card. This watch comes with a 2-year warranty, and that was useful for me. I'll elaborate in a while. So let's open this up. And here is the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical H69439931, which is part of the Khaki Field collection. Mine is a black dial. There are two other dial options, white and green. The case size of this watch is 38mm. It has a lug-to-lug of 47mm and has a thickness of 10mm. This case size is perfect for a field watch. If they had stayed faithful to the original and released a 34mm, that would have been a hard sell in today's market. The case size sits right in my sweet spot. Although the lugs are a little extended, but that's what adds to its vintage look. The lug width on this watch is 20mm, and I'm really glad about that. Usually on vintage-inspired or reissue watches, you have 18mm or 19mm lugs, but having 20mm lugs means I can use most of the straps I have, as my Oris, Submariner and Speedy are all 20mm lug width. It also has drilled lugs, which makes it really easy to change straps. Although a field watch is right at home with a NATO strap, me not being such a big fan of NATO straps, prefer a 2-piece strap, even though there is a noticeable gap between the case and the spring bars. I usually wear the watch with some 2-piece nylon strap and leather straps too if I have to wear it to work. Having said that, I must say that the green NATO strap with calfskin loops that the watch comes with is very good quality, and the length is just the right size, so I don't really have to loop it back in, which is one thing I don't like about NATO straps. Another reason why I don't mind the NATO on this watch is because of the slim profile of the case, so the added layer of the NATO doesn't pose that much of an issue for me. The case is matte finish stainless steel. Though stainless steel is preferred by purists, I do like the other version with the case that has what Hamilton calls a earth PVD coating with a slight textured graininess. It breaks from the traditional design and in my opinion adds further character to the watch. The watch has a sapphire crystal. The crown is rather prominent for the size of this watch, but it's preferable as it's a hand-wound watch, so it's easy to grip and adds to the military look. It is not a screw-down crown, so the watch only offers a 50-meter water resistance. I would not even shower with the watch, let alone swim with it. One point I'd mention here is that a few weeks after I purchased the watch, there was an issue with the winding mechanism of the watch. Although of course I had the warranty and they fixed it for me in a week or so, but be sure to check this thoroughly if you purchase this watch, as there have been others who've had the same problem. The movement powering this watch behind the solid case back is the caliber H50, which is based on the ETA 2801-2. It is a hand-wound, time-only movement and offers an impressive 80-hour power reserve. I don't mind hand-wound movements as it forces me to interact with the watch when I wind it. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. The black dial is a modernized version of the historical piece. With an outer minute ring, 4 patina accented triangles for the hour markers. Hamilton calls it sand-colored, but for all intents and purposes, it's 4 patina. It has large Arabic numerals displaying the hours 1 through 12. Beneath these, and in much smaller Arabic numerals, display the 13 through 24 hours. This is somewhat useful when traveling, because at airports they use the 24-hour times, and I can quickly just glance down on my watch and know the time exactly with regards to the 24-hour times. Towards the center of the dial is the modern Hamilton logo, which breaks from the original design, which did not have the logo. It has syringe-style hour and minute hands sweeping over the face alongside an arrow-tipped and lollipop counterweight seconds hand. Overall, I like the dial. The numbers are quite legible. The one thing I would have preferred is the 12 o'clock triangle to be a bit bigger than the others. Because sometimes I sleep with this watch on, and in the middle of the night when you want to look at it with your blurry vision, the 12 o'clock marker standing out would help a lot. Though that is a very small concern. Another issue for some might be the 4 patina. Personally, I do not mind it. I know people would say it's giving a fake kind of vintage look, but I quite like it. The price of this Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is 690 Singapore dollars or 480 USD. The one with the earth PVD coating is 750 Singapore dollars or 520 USD. Hamilton has taken deliberate steps to retain the original essence of this military piece. Besides maintaining the design in the case shape and the dial, Hamilton chose to use a hand-wound movement, which is a rarity for the brand, along with the solid case back. The dial, now including the Hamilton logo and the addition of the Superluminova 4 patina, gives this watch its vintage appeal and modern functionality. The sandblasted case, larger crown, and the choice of strap provide the watch with a strong military style, if not exactly historically accurate, so it should not draw much criticism. I believe that this could be a good entry watch, apart from some Seikos, for someone getting into watch collecting, and it offers good value for money. But if it's going to be your only watch, I would recommend you buy another, with a date functionality at least, and over 100-meter water resistance, preferably an automatic. You could maybe also consider the Khaki Field Automatic. But if you're looking to simply add a field watch to your collection, then I highly recommend this watch. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical, and if you love field watches as well. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also follow me on Instagram at WiningOnTheMove. Until next time, cheers.